All right, before we start, just a couple of quick housekeeping notes. Please keep your microphone muted during the presentation to minimize any background noise. If you have any questions during the session, feel free to drop them in the Zoom chat, and I'll make sure to make time for Q&A at the end. We're going to dive into something that's really close to my heart, and that's what happens after a treatment and why it matters just as much as the treatment itself. So why was this line born? So, after working with thousands of estheticians, both as a product developer and an educator, I kept seeing the same thing over and over: amazing treatments, but inconsistent outcomes. Not because the pros weren't doing a great job, because they were, but because post care was either non existent, too irritating, or it didn't match the quality of what happened in the treatment room during the service. So I wanted to create something that could meet that moment when the skin is vulnerable, healing, and full of potential. And that's how TalaDerma was born. One thing I noticed again and again is that many professionals expected their modalities to be the fix all for everything, every skin concern. So whether that was a microneedling, a peel, an energy-based treatment, the assumption was that that one device or modality alone would tackle everything from pigmentation to scarring to aging. And while these modalities are powerful, they're not the full story. So let's take something like microneedling for hyperpigmentation as an example. Yes, it can help with pigmentation, but if we're not managing the inflammation that happens afterwards or supporting the skin with the right ingredients, we can actually risk making pigmentation worse. That's why ingredient synergy is the missing link. It's what elevates good results to great ones, incredible results. This one is for the pros. It's for the pros who care about results, who want to deliver more than just a good facial. They want transformation, right? Um, so if you're already using peels, microneedling, hydrodermabrasion, you know that the right post care can take those results from good to incredible. TalaDerma was built with you in mind. It's rooted in science. There's no hype. It's it's recovery support that fits right into what you're already doing in your treatment room. So if we haven't met before, I'm Karla Barrick. I am an educator, aesthetic nurse, and the founder of TalaDerma. So I've worked in the treatment room. I have mentored estheticians, spa owners. I've consulted with leading skincare companies, and now I'm bringing you a new kind of post-treatment support through TalaDerma. The power of the healing window. So we talk so much about active ingredients, modalities, even techniques, but timing is one of the most overlooked factors. The 24 to 72 hour window after a treatment is the healing window. The skin is in a state of increased permeability and activity during this time. This is your chance to accelerate recovery, to reduce irritation, and enhance what you just did, whatever treatment or modality that was. You're going to be able to enhance it. So we're not just guessing. There's research that backs these ingredients, backs the healing window. This is when the skin is primed, it's ready to receive the right ingredients. So this is the magical time. It's the healing window. In the heart of the TalaDerma line is NAD+. It's NAD+ is a coenzyme. It's found in every cell of your body. It plays a critical role in energy production, DNA repair, and cell longevity. As we age, the NAD levels that we have decline, and this can slow repair and make signs of aging more visible. So emerging research also suggests that NAD plus may help preserve telomere length. This is the protective caps on our chromosomes that help regulate how quickly our cells age. So unlike stem cells or chromosomes, which deliver signals or factors to influence skin behavior, NAD fuels the energy and repair mechanisms inside the cells themselves. So when it comes to post-treatment recovery, NAD plus helps restore cellular energy, protect against oxidative stress, and it also supports optimal skin function. So it makes it one of the most powerful tools for recovery and renewal. Let's talk about boosters. So these are the boosters here. These boosters, they are your professional only serums. They come in 1.8 ml syringes. They are not for injection. They are for topical use only. You're going to use these immediately after a treatment. Once the skin is freshly cleansed and you've done the treatment that you're doing, so if it's a controlled injury like a microneedling, a microchanneling, once that is completed, you are going to go ahead and apply the booster. The same goes for any other treatment like your lasers or your peels. You can just go ahead and apply a booster immediately after those modalities. For nano infusion, you can nano infuse the boosters. Okay, that's the only difference. Everything else, you are going to apply it after that modality. Even a dermaplane or a microdermabrasion, you can do that and then apply your booster. It's very simple to integrate into your protocols. You just want to make sure that the skin is clean and ready to receive these potent ingredients. It is recommended to keep these boosters in your refrigerator to preserve their potency. In these boosters, we have targeted formulas, 3 targeted formulas that address specific concerns. So that could be your barrier repair, your pigment regulation, your collagen support. The first formulation we have in the line is going to be our Cicaderm. Cicaderm is going to be your go-to when the skin needs calming, it needs healing, or barrier repair. This is going to be ideal for clients that are rosacea prone, sensitive skin, if they have post-acne marks, early stage acne scarring. So those are the ones that have post-inflammatory hyperpigmentation. They're going to be more on the pink or red side. This is going to be ideal for them. Also great for clients that are at higher risk for post-inflammatory hyperpigmentation, especially after treatments like your microneedling or your lasers on deeper skin tones. Also great for early stretch mark intervention. So again, just like the post-acne marks that are pink or red, it's going to be stretch marks that are in that pink or red category. So with the post-inflammatory hyperpigmentation still, or post-inflammatory erythema still present in those acne scars and stretch marks. Key ingredients in this formula, there's soothing and calming ingredients like Centella asiatica or glutathione. It also has healing and repair ingredients like our NAD+, and that's going to be across all formulations is the NAD+. We also have pigment regulation ingredients in there, like your kojic acid that helps with the post-inflammatory hyperpigmentation, acetylglucosamine, and niacinamide as well for pigment regulation. You also have peptide support in this formula. So together, these ingredients help strengthen the skin, reduce inflammation, and it helps to initiate pigment regulation early. So it makes it a really smart choice for recovery and prevention. Our second formulation is going to be Lumivive, and this is going to be your brightening powerhouse. This is designed to target pigmentation, oxidative stress, and uneven tones while soothing the skin. This is going to be ideal for your clients with melasma, post-inflammatory pigmentation, dull or uneven skin. It's great for brightening facials, pigment corrective treatments like your peels, post peel, post LED. And then again, you can also nano infuse these. These are also, so all the formulas are kind of the same across the board. Post microchanneling, post microneedling, you can nano infuse them. Post dermaplane, microderm, hydroderm, all of those things, and your chemical peels. This one could also work for your acne prone or reactive skin types that are already have pigmentation, existing pigmentation. Key ingredients here are going to be our brightening agents. So we have arbutin, we have tetrahexyl decyl ascorbate, THD, and that is a stable form of vitamin C. We have Biden's pilosa extract for our brightening ingredients. Also contains antioxidants like glutathione, mushroom extract, and we also have soothing and balancing ingredients in here. That's going to be our licorice root extract and GABA. This formula delivers multitasking support. It helps to fade visible pigment, calm inflammation, and strengthen the skin exposed to oxidative or environmental stress. It's a great formula for clients who need glow, balance, and gentle pigmentation correction. Also want to note that all the TalaDerma products, all the products in the line are free of fragrance, dyes, and are acne safe. And then our third formulation is going to be the VitaFirm. This one I reach for when the goal is collagen remodeling, skin strengthening, and visible firmness. This is best for aging skin with visible laxity or rough texture, atrophic acne scars. So when your acne scars and stretch marks are no longer pink or red, they've been there for a while and they're more of that skin color, this one will be the more appropriate formula to use. Also great for post needling, like I said, and all the other modalities that we talked about. So remember, that's going to be the same straight across the board for all formulations. Key ingredients in this one are going to be collagen support and remodeling. So that's Matrixyl 3000. And then we have our GHKCU copper peptide, and that's what makes this formula blue is the GHKCU. When it comes to copper peptides, GHKCU is kind of the gold standard there. And then we have cellular energy and repair with our NAD+. We have biotin in there as well. Firming antioxidants like resveratrol and niacinamide. And then we have soothing and hydrating ingredients like hyaluronic acid, zinc gluconate, and panthenol. This formula helps activate the skin's mechanisms and encouraging firmer, more resilient skin with better texture and tone over time. So while the boosters are all about that critical window, that healing window right after the treatment, when the skin is most receptive, it doesn't end there. What happens in the days and the weeks that follow your professional treatments can either maintain that momentum or slowly undo all the progress you made in the treatment room. So that is where the ampoules come in. So the ampoules are designed for home care. These are designed to or formulated to extend and reinforce your results when used daily at home. They can also be layered strategically in your protocols. So these are kind of multifunction. They are for home care, retail purposes, but you can also include them in your back bar. So if you are doing a facial, you're not doing anything like your microneedling or dermaplaning, microderm, you're doing just a straight facial, you can incorporate this into your protocols. So what you would do is just when you get to the serum part of your facial, you can integrate this in there. And the reason that you would use an ampule versus a booster in a facial that's not including your needling or your peels or dermaplane is that the boosters are going to be more concentrated and more best suited for those intensive or advanced treatments, where the ampules, on the other hand, are ideal for daily use or non-invasive facials, more traditional treatments that don't involve aggressive exfoliation. And it will help support skin recovery over time, helping to extend your treatment results. Cicaderm is your daily essential for sensitive, barrier compromised, or inflamed skin. This is the Cicaderm ampule here. So it's best suited for your post-acne marks, early stages of post-inflammatory hyperpigmentation, barrier damage, chronic sensitivity, clients recovering from treatments or prone to flare-ups and things like that. So again, the key ingredients are mirrored from booster to ampule, pretty much straight across the board too for all formulations. So you've got calming and anti-inflammatory properties ingredients in here, like your centella or glutathione, acetyl tripeptide 2. We have barrier repair and strengthening with the hyaluronic acid and peptides. We have pigment regulation and brightening support with the kojic acid, niacinamide, and of course NAD plus in all the formulations. So this formulation is going to be designed for soothing, rebuilding, and fortifying the skin. So just remember anything that could be inflamed, potential for inflammation or post-inflammatory hyperpigmentation, sensitive skin, rosacea, that's going to be your Cicaderm formulation. Our second ampule is the Lumivive. This one here. Lumivive is going to be your daily brightening antioxidant defense ampule. This is ideal for clients dealing with dullness, pigmentation, uneven tone, or any discoloration in the skin. Especially, I especially love using this for clients that are prone to pigmentation, so our higher Fitzpatrick's 4, 5, and 6. I will have them start using this as at home as a pre-treatment before any more intense or aggressive treatments. That way we can calm down the melanocytes and have safer, more predictable outcomes with those treatments in the treatment room. So what makes this formulation special is that it has dual action approach to vitamin C. It has two forms of stable vitamin C. It has magnesium ascorbyl phosphate, which is our MAP. This is a gentle water-soluble form of vitamin C. And then we have our tetrahexyl decyl ascorbate, THD, which is an oil or lipid-soluble form that penetrates deeper for longer term radiance of the skin. Together, they work to brighten and protect without irritation. And then we've got our key ingredients in here. We have the rest of our brightening actives. So our butane, glutathione, licorice extract, and then the THD and MAP. And then we have antioxidants and stress defenders like mushroom extract, Biden's pilosa, our NAD plus. And then we have soothing and conditioning ingredients like cottonseed oil, linseed oil. And I typically recommend Lumivive for daytime use to protect against environmental stress and to fade discoloration, but it is gentle enough to be used both AM and PM. For full pigment control and support, it could be paired with the Cicaderm ampule. So you could do Lumivive in the morning and then have the Cicaderm in the evening to calm inflammation and support skin recovery. And then our third one is the VitaFirm. The VitaFirm ampule. So much like the booster, it has that blue color that is from the GHKCU copper peptide. This formulation is going to be ideal for clients focused on visible aging, loss of firmness, skin fatigue. It's a daily use formula that energizes and strengthens the skin, making it ideal for your clients 40 and up or anyone experiencing hormonal shifts, high stress, environmental depletion, or even just for preventative anti-aging. Key ingredients here are going to be our collagen support and remodeling with the GHKCU copper peptide, Matrixyl 3000. Then we have regenerative botanicals like apple stem cell extract, um, cellular energy and repair from our NAD plus, and biotin. And then we have antioxidants and environmental defense with resveratrol, um, and niacinamide and several other ingredients there. And then, of course, barrier support with hyaluronic acid and panthenol. You can, just like all the other ampules, the other two ampules we talked about, this can be used AM and PM for most clients. And then you can also use one ampule in the morning and one in the evening. I love rotating between this and the Lumivive. So for AM and PM. So for clients that have pigmentation but also need the firming or the remodeling, you could use the Lumivive in the morning and then the VitaFirm in the evening. Okay, and when you use those combination treatments or rotation strategies, it helps you to address multiple concerns without overwhelming the skin. So even though all these formulations have a lot of really powerful ingredients, we did keep in mind um, keeping the barrier in mind and sensitivity. So they are still going to be gentle enough, even with all these powerhouse ingredients. And then the last one in our product line is going to be the Biome Restore Oil. Okay, so you'll see this here. You don't need a lot of this product, so this is just one drop right here. I don't know if you guys can see that there. Biome Restore is the product your client didn't know they needed until they tried it. Everyone loves this product. This is lightweight and fast absorbing. You can see it's already gone. It's not greasy. It's not sitting on my skin. Fast absorbing. It soothes, protects, and seals in hydration with a blend of botanical actives. So your Biome Restore oil is also going to be multi-purpose, back bar, and for retail for your clients. Key ingredients, we have barrier support and moisture retention. We have squalane, which is an amazing biomimetic emollient that softens and prevents transepidermal water loss. So really, really great for your microneedling and microchanneling. Because anyone who does microneedling or microchanneling collagen induction, you know that after a treatment, your client goes through transepidermal water loss, their skin can feel a little bit uncomfortable, dry and tight. This will help calm and soothe that. It's not undoing anything that you did in your collagen induction treatment. I think sometimes estheticians think that the client needs to go through that discomfort to get the best outcomes, and that's really not true. So we've got the squalane there, and then we have panthenol triacetate, and this is a stabilized form of panthenol that will enhance recovery, reduce redness, and improve the skin's comfort. And then we have calming and repairing properties in here too with Centella asiatica to calm inflammation and support healing. And we also have black seed oil, which is an antioxidant rich oil that, excuse me, help support the microbiome. So how do we use this one? At home, you can use it in the morning and the evening as a final step after the ampoules, or if you're using other serums in combination with the ampoules, you would use the Biome Restore oil after all of that. You're going to gently press in. For a full face, you only need about 4 to 6 drops. So you're going to gently press that or work that into the skin to lock in the actives that you had just applied before that. It's going to boost hydration. It's suitable for all skin types, especially post-procedure or sensitized skin. And again, like I said earlier, everything here is acne safe. It's non-comedogenic. It's not going to clog the pores. And then for professional use in your treatment room, you are going to apply a few drops after your treatments, your collagen induction, your nano infusion, laser, IPL, all of those things that we've mentioned here. You're going to use it as a final step to calm the skin and reinforce the barrier. It's also going to give your client comfort. If you are doing a treatment where you would put SPF on afterwards, you can go ahead and put that SPF on after the Biome Restore oil. It can also be used just with the boosters. Apply the booster and apply the Biome Restore oil. This is a favorite of mine. It's really useful when skin feels dry or tight or reactive after a procedure. It helps to calm it down, redness, irritation. It really minimizes the time that the client goes through that. And then again, it's also perfect for your everyday routine. So throughout this presentation, we've touched about when to use the TalaDerma products. So let's bring it all together with a few simple recaps on protocol. So immediately post-treatment, that could be any of those modalities, your microneedling, your RF microneedling, microchanneling, your laser, dermaplaning, chemical peels, hydrodermabrasion, all those things. You can go ahead and apply the Tala boosters right after that. You can also nano infuse the boosters in. And this is going to allow those high performance ingredients to penetrate deeply while the skin is most receptive. And then you can follow up with the Biome Restore oil to lock it all in, seal it all in. That's going to calm and reinforce the barrier and protect the skin. For home care use or continuation at home, your clients can continue the protocol at home with the matching ampule and the Biome Restore oil, or it doesn't have to be matching, right? So if we are doing a microneedling on a higher Fitzpatrick that's prone to post-inflammatory hyperpigmentation, I might use a Cicaderm booster post-needling, but send them home with a Lumivive ampule to tackle the existing pigmentation on their skin. So it doesn't have to be a matching, but you would send them home with the ampule appropriate for their skin type and then the Biome Restore oil. I'm going to do another webinar where we'll deep dive more into protocols and mixing and matching boosters and ampules and things like that. So keep an eye out for that. And then let's just go look through some photos here. So here's what we covered. Really quick recap. So the boosters are going to deliver your powerful actives during the skin's most receptive phase, which is right after the treatment. Your ampules are going to support progress daily, helping with pigmentation, barrier health, and aging. And then your Biome Restore oil seals it all in. It's a full circle approach to post-treatment care, and every product works together to support the skin where it's at. Here are just a few before and afters here. So that one on the top there, this client had that before photo doesn't actually even show what the skin looked like. This client had some chemical burns and things like that on her chest. It was blistered, very irritated, and she used the Biome Restore oil, and that after photo is less than 24 hours after a few applications of the Biome Restore oil. And then we've got the bottom left, that is rosacea prone skin that was very irritated and inflamed. And that one is with the Cicaderm and the Biome Restore oil. And then to the right, we have older acne scars there. That is with the Vitaferm and Biome Restore oil. One of these also had Lumivive, but it's escaping my memory right now. So there you can see some before and afters. That one on the bottom left, I forgot to mention, that is about, I think, 48 hours after using the ampoules and the Biome Restore. Okay, so before we end, I just want to open it up to questions that you have in the chat. Just want to take some time to answer that. If you have any questions that are not in there yet, feel free to go ahead and add them into the chat and I'll address them. Can these boosters be used immediately post-treatment with all skin types and modalities? Yes. TalaBoost formulas are designed for immediate post-treatment application and safe across all skin types. What makes NAD Plus different from other active ingredients in post-treatment care? NAD Plus, nicotinamide adenine dinucleotide, is a coenzyme found in every cell of the body. It's essential for cellular repair and energy production. As we age, our NAD levels decline, and that impacts how our skin heals and maintains itself. TalaDerma boosters deliver NAD plus topically during that healing window, immediately post-treatment, post-procedure, to help support visible recovery and long-term resilience. And then we have our ampoules so that you can continue that support at home. We utilize a process that makes NAD plus more bioavailable and active for topical use, which maximizes its impact when applied post-treatment or at home topically. Our next question. How should I choose between the 3 boosters if my client has multiple concerns? Okay, great question. So as I mentioned, I'm going to do another whole presentation on this because this one we can talk about for a very long time. We can talk about this for hours. So short answer is you're going to start by identifying the primary concern of the skin and primary concern post-treatment, right? So that could be the primary concern could be pigmentation. It could be visible signs of aging. And then post-treatment, is this someone who is at risk for post-inflammatory? Is this someone who has more sensitized skin, rosacea, things like that? So for example, someone with pigment-prone skin or uneven skin, you might choose the Lumivive for antioxidant support and pigment regulation. If it is someone that is pigment prone, has pigment, but at high risk for post-inflammatory hyperpigmentation, I would probably go with the Cicaderm. There's not a one right or wrong answer. It's going to be different based on different client situations, and then obviously with your professional expertise and what you think is going to be best for that specific client. So for someone with like compromised inflamed skin, you might use the Cicaderm to reduce inflammation or reduce the risk of post-inflammatory hyperpigmentation, and then pair that with an ampoule at home that might be the Lumivive or the Vitaferm. For aging skin concerns or texture loss, you might choose Vitaferm to support that collagen remodeling and firming. You can alternate or layer treatments based on the client's skin or the series of treatments you might be doing. So you don't have to use the same booster if you're doing a series of chemical peels or collagen induction. You don't have to use the same booster every single time. You can change that as needed and for every treatment. Are the ampoules safe for pregnant or breastfeeding clients? Okay, so what I will say is none of our products have been tested on pregnant or breastfeeding women. So the best thing to do is to have them consult their physician and get recommendations from their physician. Do I need to refrigerate these products or use them within a certain time frame? Okay, refrigeration. The boosters are recommended to be kept in the refrigerator to preserve their potency and integrity of the active ingredients in them. The ampoules do not need to be refrigerated, but if your client has one of those like beauty refrigerators, they can definitely keep it in there. Uh, boosters are designed for single use, especially when we're doing things like our collagen induction, where touching a syringe like this would create a risk for cross-contamination, bloodborne pathogens, and things like that. So it is recommended for single use. Any other questions that you guys have? All right. So as professionals, we know what happens after a treatment can make or break your results. The healing window is short but powerful, and TalaDerma was created to make the most out of that time. So whether you're treating pigment, aging, texture, sensitive skin, this line was made to help you deliver better outcomes, faster recoveries, longer lasting results for your clients that they can see and feel. Thank you so much for joining me today and being part of a community that believes in smarter skin science and better care beyond the treatment room. If you're ready to bring TalaDerma into your protocols, into your treatment room, I'm here to help. So whether you need guidance choosing the right formula, or you want to place your first order, or just have questions, I'm happy to talk. I can't wait to see what you achieve with TalaDerma in your treatment rooms.